Oh, no. Sorry, Jules. Legends, today I'm going to take you on my journey to becoming a professional Call of Duty player.
Kitchen. Oh, he's in here. Oh, there's two, both there's two. Say yes for this game, bro. Thank you.
Friends, it's Ryan here, and as always, I hope you're having a fantastic day. When it comes to Call of Duty, on a scale of potato through to optic scumpy, I would put myself like here. I'm more competitive than most, but overall, I'm a pretty average player. I recently switched back to a controller so that I could play Call of Duty with some of the more professional players. Before I knew it, I was playing in the APAC Challengers Cup, which is where professional and semi-professional COD players go to progress their Call of Duty careers. This guy, an average player going up against some of the best that Australian Call of Duty has to offer, what could possibly go wrong? Legends, if you enjoyed today's video, be sure to subscribe to my channel and turn notifications on, like the video, and if you have time, comment down below. Now, let's talk about the path I took to becoming a professional Call of Duty player. Before you become a pro player, most Call of Duty gamers dive into the Gamebattles scene, and they will play what is referred to as 8s. This is 4v4 in a competitive setting using the same rules that the pros use playing on the same maps that the pros play on. Joining a Gamebattles ladder or jumping into some 8s lobbies is not hard. The problem was that professional Call of Duty is played using a controller. I switched to mouse and keyboard 2 years ago, and I haven't picked up my Xbox controller in all that time. So I rushed to the shop, I bought a new controller, and I began to learn the ropes once again. The second problem I would face is that I have never played Call of Duty in a competitive setting before. Don't get me wrong, I love COD and I play to win, but playing 4 versus 4 using the competitive rule set on the competitive maps, that is something entirely different to my usual approach of jumping into a public match and sweating on little Timmies.
He's got sweat. Bro.
Mission ready. Find the gun. Double kill.
I would need to learn the maps, the rotations on hardpoint, the strats on search and destroy. So I did what anyone would do in my shoes, and I Googled how to play 8s in Call of Duty Vanguard, remembering this is what semi-professional players did to improve their Call of Duty game. So how do 8s work? Do we just like rotate through maps, same teams, or do we switch teams each time, or?
We just go through cap.
If you're doing random 8, you can do captains every map, but if it's like 28s, you would probably do the same teams.
Yeah, right.
Series.
Yeah, right. Cool. Eventually, I found my way into a Discord server and was making friends in the semi-pro scene. I was already one step closer to becoming a professional player, which brings me to my third problem. Who would want to play competitive Call of Duty with a guy that hadn't touched a controller in 2 years? Also, a guy that had never actually played competitive COD before in his life, okay? I just had to show these other gamers what I was all about and that I could run with the big kids. I had to show them I knew how to play Call of Duty.
You played much 8s, Ryan?
Not really. What do you guys name me on?
Yeah.
Nick Minute.
Could be one top on, I think.
I'll go back.
I
can streak it.
top barn. Top gate, one hit. Oh, bro, I'm so bad.
Double balls.
One hit. Oh, back barn as well. Okay, so needless to say, my first few games were a bit rough. I got put in the blender, as the pro players would say, but that is life. So I kept playing reps and reps of 8s with random teams and random players in an attempt to get better at the game, and before I knew it, I was actually doing half decent. All of a sudden, I found myself playing with better teams, and I wasn't always getting picked last. I found myself at the top of the leaderboard during some matches even. It was really rewarding to be doing well with other strong players. And I say this because playing public matches against people who barely know what they are doing, it's fun for a little while, but it will never scratch the competitive itch that so many players have. Sadly, Call of Duty Vanguard does not have a ranked mode, which is part of the reason why I started this path to pro player journey in the first place. I was sick of playing pubs on Call of Duty year in and year out. This year would be different. This year, I would become a pro. So the grind continued. Any opportunity I had to play in an 8s lobby, I would take it. This was the best way to get better on a controller and learn the maps and modes, but where to from here? How long was I going to simply get reps in? What was the next step on my pro player journey, and when was I going to take that next step? Okay, this was the beginning of my 4th challenge on this journey. However, that challenge was very quickly overcome when I received a Twitter message. Just like that, I had made a new friend, and before I knew it, he was inviting me to play in the APAC Challengers Cup. Now, you can see by my Twitter messages, I didn't actually know what the cup was. I didn't know what the APAC Challengers Cup was at the time. In my defense, the Call of Duty League does not do a lot to promote and publicize the Challengers scene, so who can blame me? Despite the fact that I did not actually know what the Challengers Cup was, I still said yes. I was very, very keen, and this was it. This was the chance to progress myself into the path of a professional Call of Duty player. For those like me who don't actually know what the Call of Duty Challengers Cup is, it is a global open path to pro circuit for the Call of Duty League. Okay, it is operated by Activision and Esports Engine, and this is the path to pro that most semi-professional players will take. Some of your favorite Call of Duty League players made their beginnings in the Challengers scene. For instance, last year, the winners of the Challengers scene consisted of Paul X, who went on to play for the Royal Ravens, Zaptius, who went on to play for Paris Legion, and Venom, who went on to play for Los Angeles Thieves. Okay, other honorable mentions, Diamond Con, who went on to play for the New York Subliners, and Spart, who went on to play for the LA Gorillas. Okay, there are some incredible players that come from the Challengers scene, and here in Australia, there are some absolutely insanely skilled players that I could be going up against in the APAC Challengers Cup. My first dive into the Challengers Cup scene would take place on December 10th, and that is the day that everything changed. I woke up on the morning of December 10th and I was nervous. I met my teammates for the very first time, Dreams, Jinkos, and Lone Redemption. We had never played together. Thankfully, we were able to get a couple of reps in the morning before the event started. Our first series would be played against 5 Fish, 1 Hook. These guys had been together for at least a year or two, so they knew what they were doing. And the craziest thing is this: if we won this first series, we won our second series, the third series would be played against Mind Freak, a genuinely professional team with some of the best of Australian Call of Duty players. These guys are insane, and we could be playing them very soon. We were loading into the first Search and Destroy matchup, Search and Destroy on Bocage. This is what I had been practicing for. This is what it was all about. My path to becoming a professional player was truly underway, and it all started with this match. Here's how it went. Let's get it, boys.
Let's get it. Let's get a shot.
That's not ideal. One out of this half. One's back. Oh, good shots. One. Black up. Oh. One's behind, one's pinched. Get flank.
Yeah, I did say that.
Hard dead. Yeah. Okay, so I had a rough game. What do? These are semi-professional players we're going up against. That's all right. You shake it off and you move to the next map, Hardpoint Berlin. Here we go. One's back there. Oh my god.
And fire down, I got traded. He's fire.
One shot. Slide door, right door, fire. One mid. One mid.
Half health, how's that? Close right.
One shot, yeah, good stuff.
Got him.
Nice.
One's on next already. One's on next. One in mid. One hit back left.
I got one tracks. That's two dead. Another one tracks.
One hit down, Hausler. He's going up to you. Yeah, nice dead. One more front.
Dude, one shot left, one shot left.
One stairs.
He's left, I think you can get it.
Midway, 1 second.
Dead. Fido's dead. Oh, dude, he's half dead. Nice.
I hear you.
Far back.
One hit, J-Rooks inside. One dead. Two dead.
Shit, let's go.
I got your lobby side. I got your lobby side.
Oh, I died.
Yeah, we gotta get him off this all the time, man. Yeah, good shit.
Okay, so we lost map 2, and once again, I probably didn't play that great. But now is the time to point out the prerequisite for joining this team was that they needed an assault rifle player, somebody that could use an AR. This was not me. In all of my 8 matches up until now, I had been running an MP40. This is where I felt most comfortable, and so running an assault rifle was a total shift in game style for me. The night before this event, I even found myself looking up YouTube videos on how to play an assault rifle role, how to rotate properly, how to anchor spawns. I basically looked up how to play like Crim 6, Arcides, Octane, some of those great AR players, but clearly it may not have been enough. Now we were faced with the impossible task of a reverse sweep. In order to keep our APAC Challenger dreams alive, we needed to win the next 3 maps to move on. And it would all start with Search and Destroy Desert Siege. Fun fact, me and my teammates had never played this map or this mode together, ever. I personally had never played this map on this mode, ever. What could possibly go wrong? The best thing about Desert Siege as a map is it is big and it is open, and it allowed me to do what I'm most comfortable in doing on Call of Duty, and that is sniping. I'll pick up sniper. If we've got an MP40, I reckon let an MP40 live in middle. Let's pick left side.
That's good.
Snipe, Ryan. Good snipe. Oh, wait, sniping left window there, Ryan.
He's out of.
Left window dead.
Let's go. Wait, there was one to your left up here, Ryan.
Yeah, one's here. One's trained.
Let's go, Ryan.
Wait, he's weak.
Far left.
He's weak. Hit him. He's weak down there.
One's
more.
behind me, our side. Yeah, behind there. Run,
You got
behind
17 seconds, you gotta be cut.
Run, behind there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go, boys!
Yes, Ryan.
Turn up.
Let's go, baby.
Double sniper pistol and then pick up that fucking auto and
Oi,
smack
yeah,
that last
play
kid,
for
bro. I
the
love that.
My hands are fucking soaking wet, boys.
Turn up, bro. Let's go. Up in the same spot from like the last round before.
Right, watch bomb as well.
Wait, there's another one. There's another one out there. Right, church.
We go fast through mid. Okay, we're gonna go fast through mid to train side bomb. Fast through mid to train side bomb. One here. Good trade. One's upstairs. Top stairs.
What?
Tried that.
You got
Dead.
me. Nice. 2v2, guys.
Oh, one hit.
Wait. Shit, last one's house, that sniper. He's probably gonna push.
You ran past him. You were behind you. Oh, let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. Oh my god, that was such a cluster. And just like that, we were on the board. We had found our first map in Search and Destroy Desert Siege. I had played well. I even found my very first ace clutch in a professional setting. It was time to dominate the rest of the series. Moving on to the next map, we were playing Hardpoint Tuscan. This was a map that we'd played together. It was even a map that we'd played shortly before the event, and we had dominated. It was time to get to work.
Top charge.
Oh, let's f***ing go.
Ali.
To me, one more mid, weak. One. 2 mid.
I'm at the back.
Care front church.
Front church.
Dead.
Windows, flash church. I'm at the back. Finish me.
One in hill, two in hill, one
Pulled up sub. Oh, the other sub.
No. One top right. Dead.
I'm pushing top shot.
Two inside. Two in.
Watch out,
Mid weak. Mid one. Coming stairs. Oh, dude, that's so annoying. And just like that, we had lost the 4th map, thus losing the entire series, and we were kicked out of the very first APAC Challengers Cup. After this event, I found myself realizing what should have been obvious from the very beginning. Professional players and even semi-professional players operate in a league of their own. They're incredibly skilled, and a mere 2 weeks of practice in a more competitive setting is nowhere near enough to put myself even close to their league. Legends, if you enjoyed today's video and you want to see me try and continue this journey, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and comment down below. I truly do hope you enjoyed this video. As always, I hope you're having a fantastic day, and remember, let's be legendary.